Hey, don't laugh at me. Some crap like that. Hey, what's up everybody? Today we got this little situation and we got a little secret. Damn it. There's a little secret that one of my viewers, his name is Kubanez777, and he enlightened me on something he went to Fryette for. And apparently you can get these little dip switches to work by using a parallel out cab, where you're going out of the Fryette Powerstation and back into the power station, amp in from the parallel outs. Let's discuss it. Okay, let's go ahead and walk over here. So let's just say we got any kind of preamp. I got the Tonix here because I like the Tonix, and I like this preset that I did with my Kraken back in the day. I really dig it. So usually what I would do is I would take this from the line out, any line out, it doesn't matter, and I would go into the effects return just because it's louder. Now, he was told that he should use the line in. I typically like to use the effects return. Yeah, effects return, just because it sounds louder. And you got this little switch here that you can make it louder or quieter depending on your device. So right now, let's see. So right now we have this set up, speaker out, 8 ohms into the 8 ohm jack of the Mesa cab. The Mesa cab has a stereo out, which we're not going to be using those. We're going to be using the parallel, which is the in and the out here. So from the instructions, what we need to do, and I do want to kind of test this too. I have something I want to test. So basically he said, go ahead and set your power station to 4 ohms. I was like, okay. And that's going to go into the in of the 8 ohm. All right. So now for the parallel out, we're going to take a speaker cable and put that in the out, and we're going to go back into the amp in and set that to 8. Okay, that's already set to 8. So that's on 4 and that's 8. What I want to test is the load that's coming out of here, is that actually 8? So let's go ahead and do that real quick. Okay, this cable is hooked up to the out, and I would have expected some kind of load coming from this. I may be wrong, but the idea is to get the ohms that is given out here by connecting to this cable. And I get nothing. So I would have thought I would see something there. From what Fryette said, this is going to be an 8 ohm load back into the amp in. I'm going to go with them because that's what they said, and we're going to give it a shot. What we expect to hear is, if this works, it will engage these switches, so we can typically do that. Now, the only way you could have done it before is if you had a amp running through back into the load of the amp in. I don't know the science behind this one, but basically this running out is acting like the Fryette's acting like an amp for itself. The idea is to have it running through the cab so you can get these switches and have even more ability to get some more versatility in your tone and all that stuff. So let's go ahead and try it. All right, so this is on. It already sounds badass. Okay, here's the moment of truth. We're flipping it up to warm. So here's warm. Oh, let's turn down the volume a little bit. Let's do that. Did it work? Hell yeah! Obviously, you got a lot of variation on the Tonex that you can do this stuff, but this is freaking awesome. Dude, Kubanez 777, thanks for coming out and like telling us about that stuff. And this is what it's all about. The community of guitar dudes and, you know, dudes that loves amps and stuff, and just coming together and finding out cool new stuff. And this is a cool one, because I was pretty sad about not being able to use preamps to utilize these switches on it. The reactive load, I should say. So basically, I've got a lot more tonal options now. There's the high, so went up to bright. And you know, if it's too much bass, what I've always liked about the set, you get it to a point where it's like too much bass, and then you dial it out. You dial it out with the, what is it, the depth. And then I can really dial it in the way I want it. Let's go back over to my other Kraken. That is freaking awesome, dude. Go all the way up with the bright switch to edge. Dude, that just really helps it make these little preamp things sound so much better. And I usually think that the preamps are very dark sounding, but with this, it is awesome. Let's turn on my precision drive. See, now I lost some of that low end, and then I can add it back. That is sick, man. I love it when people tell me like cool little secrets like that. But anyways, that's it. I just want to show you guys that you can use the reactive load side if you have a parallel cab that has in and out, and you go out of the outs and into the Fryette Powerstation's amp in. And what it said, it was, if you have an 8 ohm load on the cab, you go into the cab at 4, and then you go out of the cab into the Fryette Powerstation at 8. And it's kind of like the same thing with it's a 16 ohm cab. You go out of the Fryette Powerstation at 8, and you go back into the Fryette Powerstation at 16. So there you go. I hope this helps. And you know, I don't know if this is going to cause problems with the power station, so keep that in mind and don't come back to me if it blew up. I'm just showing you guys that it worked, and viewer discretion. Just if you want to try it out, it works like a charm and it sounds awesome. Anyways, DMD out.